All right, let's start using sine and cosine to determine an angle. Now, the best way to do this is exactly what I have written here again. Make sure you use the eyeball method and identify the sides first. So, away we go. There we go. That's our hypotenuse right there. There's our reference angle x, which we're trying to find. So, of course, that makes this the opposite and this the adjacent. Okay? Put down your SOHCAHTOA. That's really, really important. But for right now, I know and you know that we're not going to be using tangent at all. So we're down to just two choices. And you have to look and see which one satisfies this or this. So what do I mean by that? Well, take a look at what we have. We have adjacent, which is 15. We have hypotenuse, which is 20. So look for either the sine or the cosine that satisfies this situation. Check this out. For example, since we have adjacent, we have adjacent. And since we have hypotenuse, we have a hypotenuse. So that automatically means we are trying to find cosine. Okay, and we're going to use cosine. So adjacent over hypotenuse is 15 over 20. Then all you have to do, remember, is just do cos minus 1 to each side, just like we did with tangent, to cancel that guy out to give us what the angle is worth. So I'm going to bring up my calculator here, clear it. There it is. Okay, so cos minus 1. Oh, forgot the little 1 there. Cos minus 1. So second cos minus 1 of 15 over 20. 15 divided by 20. There it is. Okay, close the bracket off, hit enter, and look how easy that is. That's a degrees of 41.4. So we're just going to round it to the nearest degree. Now, check this question out. The very, very next one. Again, what do we use? Either SO or CA. Okay, sine or cosine. Again, identify your sides. There's your hypotenuse. There's your reference angle. It stares at the opposite. And, oh, there we go. And that's your adjacent. There we go there. So look what we have. We have hypotenuse now and opposite. So if you think about that, look at sine. There's opposite and hypotenuse right there. There is no adjacent. Adjacent wasn't given. See how adjacent was not given. That side wasn't given. So it's got to be sine. So let's use sine here. Sine of, well, it says x. Let's use x instead of theta. It doesn't matter. Okay. This works out to be 12 millimeters there. Okay. Opposite over hypotenuse, which is 15. And again, all you have to do is inverse sine both sides, right? Show that cancellation. Right? Show that cancellation. That's kind of important to show that little step. That would be really, really nice. Then you can see that your x degrees is the inverse of this. All right, so bring up our calculator again. Clear the inverse. Second sine of 12 over 15. 12 divided by 15. Bracket. Okay, punch it. There it is. And look at that. There's 53 degrees for that one. So that's 53 degrees. That's how you do these kinds of questions. Again, it depends 100% on what kind of sides are given in the question. That determines sine and cosine.